I'm going to talk to you about how somebody approached me about wanting to run a scam on YouTube using my channel, and also how somebody tried to scam me because I had a YouTube channel. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. First, I want to talk about a gentleman I met on the ferry coming over from DUMAGUETE over to Cebu Island when we started our trip here with Janet. This man sat next to us. He recognized me. He wanted to talk. And he said, I'm here in the Philippines. And, you know, we talked about him and his long-distance relationship. He had a girlfriend that he thought he had. And when he got here, when he got to DUMAGUETE, the girl wouldn't see him. And he showed me a video. He says, this is the girl. She sends me videos like this. Well, the video he showed me was a very generic video of a girl doing a little sexy dance, something you would see on TikTok. And I told him, dude, this girl is not saying your name. There's nothing personable about this. This is a generic video that she's probably passed out to 100 different guys. You need to find somebody who wants to talk to you about you. This girl is nothing but a scam. She doesn't want to meet you. Go on with your life. Go wherever you're going, and I think he was going to Oslo, and meet new people. Just enjoy your life. Go out and have dinner. Go to the bar and have a drink, and you'll meet somebody. And enjoy your vacation here in the Philippines. He didn't move here. He came here to visit that one girl he's been sending money to for a long time. And when it was time to meet, she was nowhere to be found. Now, guys, all these scams that are going on that I'm reading about, I'm watching on YouTube, there are a bunch of old scams. You know, this hospital scam. My uncle's in the hospital or my grandmother's in the hospital, and they send you a generic picture of somebody laying in a bed. You can't recognize their face. And, you know, it's just taken from somewhere on Facebook and sent to you and say, hey, this is my grandmother or my father or my brother. I need help paying the hospital bill. They won't let them out of the hospital. And so many times people have told me about that, and I look at the copy of the bill that they get. And if you look at the date, a lot of times these bills are 2 years old. It's just a friend's bill that they're using to try to get money out of you. Don't send money. The scamming is getting totally out of control here in the Philippines. The girls are getting much more savvy. Another scam that I talked to a guy, he came here and he has a wife here, and some family members got him to invest in a construction company they had up in Manila. Well, he invested a little bit and they paid him back and he made some money. Well, his next visit, they talked him into investing $120,000. Now I'm thinking 120,000 pesos, that's not too bad. No, it was 120,000 USD. And I asked him, have you gotten your money back yet? No, they're just paying me back a little bit here, a little bit there. I asked, how much are you getting back every month? He goes, maybe $100 here, 150 here. I said, man, you were scammed. At some point, they're just going to stop paying you back. Don't make those big investments, guys. You're not going to get rich here in the Philippines. You're coming here to retire and enjoy your life. Don't get involved with these get-rich-quick schemes. You know, make 20, 40% on your money here in the Philippines. Don't do that. And I'm going to go back to an old scam. And I've talked about this scam before, but I've heard it twice now that it's happened in some sort of way. A girl gets involved with a guy online. He's madly in love with her. She's very good at letting him know that she loves him. She does everything he wants. She's saying all the right things. She's doing all the right things. And this guy decides, hey, before I move to the Philippines, I want to have a house and I want to have a place to live. I want to be all situated so when I get off the plane, I have a place to live and I can go right into retirement mode. Well, the girl said, we'll go buy a lot. And he sent the money and she picked out a lot, told him, hey, this is a nice lot. It's close to everything we need. And she showed him the title. And the title, you know, it was a free and clear lot that they had to pay for. Well, she bought it. And now she said, we're going to start building on it. And he started sending the money. And every other day or so, she would send a picture of the progress on the lot. You know, when they cleared the lot, when they built a wall, when they started construction, when they started to pour the concrete. She was just showing step by step, day by day, everything that was happening. And she would show him the bills. Hey, we need to buy concrete, or we need to buy rebarb. And she would have the bill, an invoice, and he would send the money to pay for that. By the time the house was done, he said, I had all the receipts. I total proof that this house was his. He built it. He sent all the money for this. She was posing with the construction workers, building this house. When the front deck was done and the doors were put on, she would stand there and take a picture. She would go into the kitchen as the appliances were being delivered and take a picture with them. This guy thought he was in heaven. Everything was going according to plan. The house was going to be done at the end of a month. I'm going to just say end of April. He decided to come 2 weeks early. And he flew here, he landed in Cebu, he went out to the province of Cebu where it was being built, and he went to the house. He found it. It's exactly the same house that we were in all the photos. And he goes into the yard, he goes through the gate, into the yard, up to the door. He gets to the door. Somebody opens the door. It's a man. You know, and he says to the guy, my name is John. This is my house. And the guy in the house says, no, it's not. And he goes, yeah, I paid for this. I built this. My girlfriend, I'm surprising her. I'm here earlier, and I want to see the house. The guy in the house, he's not really upset. He's just like in shock. No, this is my house. I built it. So he said, hey, look at this. And he showed his phone. He showed all the photos he had of the house being built, the picture of the girl with the receipts, the picture of the girl standing in front of the refrigerator, standing on the deck. And the guy that was inside the house said, that girl, I wonder what she was up to. She was here almost every day taking pictures and talking to the foreman of the construction site here. Now she's nowhere to be found. How can you get scammed for so much money? How can you get scammed? You're not being scammed. That girl's not smarter than you. You're just being stupid. Sending so much money to somebody. Even if you met her first and you went back to your home country and you started sending money, you need to be here. If you're going to build a house, if you're going to buy property, you need to be here. You need to come, fly on that plane, spend that $3,000, $5,000, come here and make sure everything is on the up and up. Don't trust anybody. That is such a large amount of money that people will go to extreme ends to prove to you that they spent that money. You know, she probably was paying somebody at the hardware store or wherever you buy all the supplies to give her a copy of a receipt. Maybe it was an estimate. We don't know. She's long gone. She's long gone. The foreman didn't know her. People are going to say, oh, ask the job site foreman. He didn't know her. She was just taking pictures. She would come and bring them a snack or lunch once in a while and would want to take pictures. So you don't know who you can trust, but the one thing you got to trust is yourself. And when everybody talks about scams, you're getting scammed. I got scammed. It's because you're a willing participant. You're giving them the money. You're sending the money. At some point, you got to say, when you hit send on that MoneyGram or that Western Union or however you send the money, you got to say, am I doing the right thing? Is this smart? I don't think so. I've been scammed. I have a whole video on how I was scammed. I've been scammed another way also. You know, we all get scammed sometime in our life. And I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Girls, you know, a pretty girl can take me for a little bit here and there. And you sort of learn your lesson. And guys, I'm trying to let you know through my past experiences and my conversations with so many people that come here to the Philippines, that have been scammed, how they were scammed. You know, they send money to girls, and these girls have no feelings for them. They get nothing in return. Now I'm going to tell you about somebody who tried to scam me. This guy contacted me. He said, hey Mike, one of them's in the hospital and the other one hurt. They got hurt in a motorcycle accident, and they started showing me pictures of in the hospital. Well, I'm no dummy to this stuff. I go, wow, that's really a sad story. So I go over in Cebu Island. That's where they're at, one of these provincial hospitals. I go to the hospital, and I'm texting the guy and he thinks I'm in DUMAGUETE. And I tell him, I'm here at the hospital. Well, the guy no more conversation. He's done. There's nobody there. He was trying to get me feel sorry for him, and get donations to him, or out of my pocket, give him money to help with the hospital bills. He was prying on my soft heart. But my heart is soft. But man, I gotta see the problem. I have to see that person in the hospital. I have to see that that person is in need. I have to see where they live, that they really need what they need. Somebody walks up to me and says they have stage 4 cancer. I bleed for them. I feel bad, but I need to know. And if you're 24 years old and you're a young Filipina and you're looking as healthy as can be, it's going to be hard for me to believe that you have a stage 4 cancer. I need that proof nowadays, guys. These scammers are so sophisticated. They try everything in the book. And once they see that you give, maybe they talk to each other. One cousin talks to a friend, and that friend talks to her cousin. They all know that you're soft touch, and you start getting hit up constantly. Now, let me tell you about the guy who wanted me to run a scam on my viewers. Okay? Janet and I were in DUMAGUETE, and the guy came up to me. He says, Mike, I watch you all the time, and I'd love to sit down and talk with you sometime. So I made an appointment with him. We met for coffee down at Tom Tom's, and we were talking. And he started to tell me about how he is supporting his girlfriend, but her uncle is in the hospital and has, major problems, and the hospital bill is like $1 million pesos. Well, I felt really bad about that. I'm sorry to hear that. And I started asking him about his situation, how long he's been in the Philippines. He said he's been here 2 years. And I go, what is your budget? Well, he told me his budget is under 50,000 pesos. So he goes to tell me, I paid the $1 million pesos for the medical bill. Well, I go, well, that's really great of you. That's a nice thing to do for your family. And he asked me, hey, Mike, do you think you could do a video on this and get me donations to recover my money? And I go, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think I can help somebody who I don't know, who has problems, just because you have problems. I help close friends. I help people I know, or people who are in desperate need. And this gentleman didn't look like desperate need. Yeah, he spent a lot of money, but he wasn't desperate. He drove up in a car. He had a girlfriend. He looked like he was eating well. He was not in a desperate need, but he was looking to recoup the money he spent for the medical bills. Well, he goes to me at the end there, I'll give you 10% of everything we collect. And right there I knew this was like he wanted me to run a scam on my viewers. And I go, nah, I just talked my way out of not doing it. Nice meeting you. And slowly went, I got another appointment and got out of there. But guys, make sure scams. Don't send money. I am taking a hard line now. I had this thing, if you met a girl online, sending her a little load, sending her a few bucks here and there. I'm going to agree with doing that. But my God, if you're getting into paying hospital bills and you're getting into paying construction costs and repairing somebody's house, you got to get off your ass and get down here to the Philippines and check it out and make sure that's what you want to do. It's your money. If it's what you want to do it. But then don't come complaining that you got scammed, because you didn't get scammed. You were a willing participant. Writing me, writing somebody else, writing your congressman, looking for a way to get your money back. I don't know what you can do, but you're the one that hit send when you sent that money. And the first time you sent a lot of money, why'd you send money more the next time, and the next time, and the next time? When you're sending thousands of dollars over a course of time, get on that airplane, come here, make sure it's true. Don't be looking at the future. Oh, honey, I love you, we're going to get married, I'll meet you in a year from now. But in the meantime, that girl's asking you to, pay for an apartment, like the girl that scammed me, pay for her living expenses, help pay for her family, while you're waiting that year to come here. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a sucker play. Don't be a sucker. All you guys are smart. If you're planning to retire in the Philippines, you've lived your whole life in the U.S. or Canada, wherever you're at. But you're smart. You had a job, you had a career, you saved some money. Don't be stupid to this. And it's your own fault if you send too much money. It's your own fault. And I'm taking a 180 on a lot of things I've said in the past. But once you start sending, at some time you have to just cut your losses. And if a girl really loves you, and I can talk to all these guys who are here in the Philippines with girls that they're married to and they've been with a long time, money is not the top priority in their life. But all these guys who have girlfriends online or met through Facebook or YouTube or even TikTok, that's a big one meeting Filipinos too, is through TikTok. And they start sending money. I don't see any of those people having a solid relationship. The solid relationship is with somebody who doesn't want anything from you but you. So take a good hard look in the mirror before you yell, scam, I've been scammed. Were you scammed, or were you a willing participant? I know loneliness is a big factor, but my God, guys, don't be foolish just because you're lonely.